Diviti.
And I'm Ananya Peddinti.
We're both in 7th grade. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is here.
And we are here to talk about it.
Who is Martin Luther King Jr.?
MLK was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. He worked as a Baptist church minister and a social activist in the U.S. from the mid-1950s. He was a fundamental figure in ending the segregation between African Americans and white people.
This started the Civil Rights Movement. But wait, what's the Civil Rights Movement?
Good question, Apoorva. The Civil Rights Movement was an act done by African Americans in order to gain equal rights. It started around the 1940s and ended around the 1960s. MLK led this act and had a huge influence on it. An example of this is the Montgomery boycott. African Americans decided to refuse to ride buses because of the prominent racism in the public transit system. So, King was the only one who made a change? Was there anybody else?
No, he wasn't actually. There were many others, such as Rosa Parks. Ella Baker worked beside MLK and was a huge figure in this too. King had many allies that he worked with in order to achieve freedom. But what made him so special? What were his achievements?
King started participating in many civil rights movements and soon became the leader of the whole act. He was known for wanting to make his protests peaceful, with no violence. In present day, he's more known for his I Have a Dream speech. But wait, how did he get there?
Let's backtrack a bit then. MLK was a smart student who graduated from Boston University. He was from a middle-class family, and he became a pastor, following his father's footsteps. He received a good, solid education and grew up with a loving family. Still, he couldn't avoid the racial prejudices that the South came with. He was rejected by his white friend at age 6 when school segregation began, but he made it through and achieved countless things. Phew, that was intense. Let's lighten up the mood.
That was a good explanation, Apoorva. Well, to ease up things a bit, let's lighten the mood with some fun facts. Did you know that MLK's birth name is Michael, not Martin? His father saw the name Martin Luther when he heard of a protest leader with the name. Inspired by him, his father changed both of their names to Martin Luther.
Did you know MLK and George Washington are the only Americans who have their birthdays as federal holidays? This highlights the effects and importance in American history.
Did you know MLK was the youngest person to ever receive a Nobel Peace Prize? He was 35, and he received it in 1964.
Last fact is, MLK actually went to India. He met Gandhi's family in order to get some advice to lead the way to freedom.
I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Happy MLK Day!